Well, when it comes to tailgating, college football does it best. Every Saturday throughout the season, alums, students, and other fans are gathering together on college campuses to support team traditions, show off that school pride, and attend all-day affairs filled with music, drinks, and music. But as we know, as thousands fill college towns for game day each weekend, the sudden spike in local traffic, alcoholic consumption, and overall mayhem does create a weekly challenge for law enforcement. Joining me now is Lance Corporal William Bennett with Highway Patrol with some tips to celebrate safely. Now, Trooper Bennett, we were just chatting while Aaron was talking about, your time there. You said, well, I can't be going to the games anymore. I'm going to be in uniform.
That's right, yeah. I don't get to go tailgate the last few years. Every time I went to a game, it's been in uniform. But, Williams-Brice, it's a great place to come. I'm a proud Gamecock fan. I have been my whole life.
Yeah.
Gamecock Nation is going to be loud and proud come Saturday evening.
Listen, it's a sold-out show. It's
sold out. So, we're going to have a lot of people. You got 100,000 people coming to that small of an area. We just want people to come, have a good time, celebrate the Gamecocks, enjoy the tailgate atmosphere and all the excitement and fun that brings, but just make sure we make smart decisions. If you're going to be drinking alcohol and coming to the tailgate, designate a driver before you leave home, or use a rideshare service. We have so many of those available to us nowadays right at our fingertips. That gives you that peace of mind, and when you get there, you don't have to worry about how much if I had to drink. Should I be driving? You got that covered. I feel like that's the best option for you to do. But if you get there and maybe you do consume more alcohol than you thought you were and you can't drive, once again, call somebody. Use a rideshare service.
Yeah.
There's so many around that stadium. We'll just wait for you to call to come pick you up, take you home. They want your money, so, it's really no excuse to get behind the wheel impaired. We got plenty of troopers, state troopers, other law enforcement around that stadium. For pedestrians, just make sure you cross where you need to cross. There's designated crosswalks. We'll have troopers there. They're going to help you get across the street. Just be patient. We tell everybody, pack your patience, when you come to the tailgate, because there's going to be a heavy traffic volume, and it's going to take some time to get to where you need to get parked, but we're going to get you there safely. That's our goal ultimately, to get you to the game safely and let you leave safely.
And listen, this isn't the first go around for many of our troopers who, so they already kind of know the drill. So what is kind of that prep for you guys on your side getting ready for this weekend's game?
Yeah, well, we have a pre-game brief, and we have lunch usually, or dinner, whatever the case may be, whenever the game time is. And, we just kind of go, we already kind of got a traffic plan. Like you said, most of the troopers that come, they've done it before. They know what they need to do. Like I said, we have an established traffic plan. It works. I know sometimes people get aggravated, get impatient, but, it does work. It just takes some time. The logistics behind it, it's a lot for us to have to do. And, post-game, all the traffic is designed to flow away from the stadium. Bluff Road's one way. George Rogers, Assembly Street. We do that to try to flush all the traffic out the stadium as quickly as possible. But once again, just everybody needs to be patient. It takes time to get those things done.
And I mean, that's right there on our screen. You can see some of the traffic patterns that you all already have in place.
That is correct.
Okay. Well, that'll be good too. What we're also going to be doing is posting all of those traffic routes on our social media pages as well as on our website. That'll be on WLTX.com. Trooper Bennett, thank you so much for stopping by this morning.
Thank y'all for having me.
I'm excited for this game. There's going to be a lot of people.
It's going to be a good game. Go Gamecocks.
There we go. I love it.